what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Whether you're new to aviation or an experienced pilot looking to advance your skills, Go Vertical Aviation has you covered. With an excellent learning atmosphere and a staff committed to excellence in education, Go Vertical Aviation will customize a learning program just for you. For more information, go to goverticalaviation.com or call 256-412-5226. Be sure to follow Go Vertical Aviation on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
Don't just go. Go vertical.
Boutique Air in Muscle Shoals, Alabama offers direct flights to Atlanta, Nashville, and Pensacola. Boutique Air service runs twice daily, 7 days a week with fares starting at $59. Follow Boutique Air Muscle Shoals on Facebook at Boutique Air MSL and book your flight through boutiqueair.com. Boutique Air,
where you can fly private for the cost of commercial.
no representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the legal services performed by other lawyers. Many of you have now heard the term stepped-up basis and it possibly being eliminated, which is very concerning. I encourage you to schedule your free 15-minute consultation with attorney Harlan Mitchell to find out what you can do to protect yourself and your family. Schedule your appointment with attorney Harlan Mitchell by calling 256-216-9884 or by going to BamaEstatePlanning.com. Do it today.
Would you like enhanced energy, better moods, less fatigue, help with allergies, better sleep, mental clarity, or just want improvement of your overall immune health and well-being? Do you need to recover from intense activities, workouts, or sports? Then IV therapy at the Drip Factor inside Trinity Medical Center is right for you. Our IV drips are filled with nutrients, vitamins, and minerals that will help your body replenish, restore, and achieve your wellness goals. For more information, visit trinity-medicalcare.com and schedule your appointment today at Trinity Medical Center, located at 500 Governors Drive.
Experience the difference at Athens Bible School. The vision and purpose is to provide each student a quality education in a Christ-centered environment to develop the whole person spiritually, mentally, physically, and socially in safe and supportive surroundings. The solid biblical foundation permeates learning and culture in the classrooms and every extracurricular activity.
Hey everybody, this is Daryl Worley, and you're listening to The Mark White Show. Hey, step up and make a difference like he does.
Hey y'all, this is Jeff Foxworthy, and you can make a huge difference in somebody's life. You just may not have figured out how yet, and that's why you're listening to The Mark White Show.
Hi, this is Maggie Peterson. I played Charlene Darling on The Andy Griffith Show, and you are listening to The Mark White Show.
Hi folks, this is Ricky Skaggs, and you're listening to The Mark White Show.
Hello, I'm Gene Stallings, and this is The Mark White Show. Get off the sideline and get involved and make a difference in your community.
You are listening to The Mark White Show. My daddy is your host, Mark White.
Do something good today.
Welcome to a Thursday edition of the Mark White Show. I am your host, Mark White. I am so glad that you could join us today and hope that you're having a great day as we focus on autism awareness and acceptance. We're continuing this subject throughout the month of April, and if you follow the Mark White Show, you know that it's not just about April. I do this year-round, and when people reach out to me, I cover these stories of various individuals, groups, organizations, foundations. I just want to bring awareness to this subject. And for people who have family members who have autism on the spectrum, I want to help them with resources. I want them to know where they can turn when it comes to autism and the community. I don't want anyone to not know that there are tools out there. So that's why I continue to do these shows. I had someone reach out from Compleat Kidz, and I am now connected with a board-certified behavior analyst from Compleat Kidz up in North Carolina, and her name is Tasha Gallahar, and I'm very glad to have Tasha on the line with me. Welcome to the Mark White Show, Tasha Gallahar.
Thank you, Mark.
Glad to have you and appreciate your work. First off, I want to thank you for choosing to become a behavior analyst and helping young people.
It's something I really enjoy, and I'm excited that we can be a support to some of these families and children who just need a little guidance sometimes, and to just know that there's some resources out there if they're struggling with something.
Well, and Tasha, I'm going to be interested in how you went from Mississippi to North Carolina.
Well, it has been a journey. I actually went from Mississippi. I worked in the Middle East for a few years, and now I'm back and moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, where I found this really exciting new position that Compleat Kidz was developing, and I'm really lucky that I get to be a part of it.
So when you were in high school, and I'm wanting to get younger people who are listening right now focused on maybe their path or what they would like to do with themselves. When you were in high school, was this something you were interested in, or what caused you to want to take this path in life?
Well, I've always loved kids. And when I was in high school, I got the opportunity to take a vocational course where I got to shadow a speech language pathologist. And just seeing what they did, I thought it was amazing. And the way that they were able to help families and children. And so that's what got me started down the path. And when I was in college, I went to Southern Illinois University in Carbondale. And when I got there, I discovered applied behavior analysis. And that is what changed everything for me and sort of the course of what I was planning to do.
Very cool. When we talk about applied behavioral analysis, let's share with listeners who may not know about ABA therapy what this entails for what you do as a behavior analyst.
So as a behavior analyst, I get to work with incredible people every day who we set up plans to help children and families reach goals. So I get these phone calls every day that tells me someone maybe spoke their first word after having ABA. They had their first potty training successes. So we work on a myriad of skills, not just behavior. We are there to kind of help decrease some of those challenging behaviors, make the world a little bit more accessible. If a child is maybe, struggling on the playground, we can be there to help with that. If a child is struggling with communication, we can be there to help with that. So we are teachers and support to parents. We really take our cues from parents, and they tell us what their goals are for their children, and we help them reach those goals.
Yesterday on the show, Tasha, I had Marcus Boyd, and he is now a 7-time Grammy Award nominated musician, as well as an award-winning autism activist. He was put in foster care. He had over 13 homes that he lived in as a foster child. He didn't speak until he was 13 and a half years old. And at that time, he spoke as a 2-year-old would in his own words. Let's talk about the importance of how quickly parents or caretakers get to these services to provide for their young people, because as we think about Marcus going through his life up until 13 and a half, not being able to communicate verbally, but yet once he learned and he was able to then communicate verbally, his life completely changed. And here he is now, a highly successful musician.
That is an incredible story. So in ABA, we really try to focus on early intervention, and it's so important in helping these children develop their speech, develop their communication, and to just really have that voice from a young age. So those are things that we always want to focus on. We really focus on helping our kids develop play skills and to just go out into the world and have lots of options, because sometimes when we're missing a skill here or there, it can just make the world a little bit of a harder place. So what we want to do is we know the earlier that children can get these services, kind of the faster they can be done with them, and just move past where we're able to help them and move forward with school and friends and fun and all of the things that life has to offer.
Let me ask you this, Tasha, and it's not a trick question, but when is it too late? When we talk about a child who says 3 or 4 or 5 years old that's put into ABA therapy versus a child that's 13, 14, or 15, or even a little bit older, say in their later teenage years, 17, 18 years old?
I don't think it's ever too late. I think it's the same for me as it would be for a child who came to me at 18. The 18-year-old might be able to tell me, hey, I want to work on this, and then we would try to help them work on that. But I think never lose hope, never give up. If there's something that needs to be worked on, if the family feels there's something that needs to be worked on, or a child feels that, school could be made a little bit easier if we do work on developing certain social skills, then I think there's always room for improvement. As with any of us, right? We can always learn something new.
Absolutely. Right now, folks, we're talking to Tasha Gallahar. She's a Mississippi girl, but she's in North Carolina right now working with Compleat Kidz. She is a certified behavior analyst, and we're continuing to talk about ABA therapy through Compleat Kidz. If it's okay with you, Tasha, let's take a quick break, and then when we come back, let's talk more about Compleat Kidz and what services you offer there and the opportunities that families and caretakers have to utilize those services. Will you stick with me?
I will.
Great. Folks, right now we're talking to Tasha Gallahar. I hope that you'll stick with us as we continue this conversation as we bring awareness to autism. The subject of autism, we bring awareness and acceptance for the autism community. You are listening to The Mark White Show, and I'm your host, Mark White.
A little wink, a pat on the back, a big old hug, a little laugh. We can make a difference. All we have to do is try. Yeah, every day's a chance to change somebody else's life. Let's all do something good today.
Whether you're new to aviation or an experienced pilot looking to advance your skills, Go Vertical Aviation has you covered. With an excellent learning atmosphere and a staff committed to excellence in education, Go Vertical Aviation will customize a learning program just for you. For more information, go to goverticalaviation.com or call 256-412-5226. Be sure to follow Go Vertical Aviation on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
Don't just go. Go vertical.
Boutique Air in Muscle Shoals, Alabama offers direct flights to Atlanta, Nashville, and Pensacola. Boutique Air service runs twice daily, 7 days a week, with fares starting at $59. Follow Boutique Air Muscle Shoals on Facebook at Boutique Air MSL and book your flight through boutiqueair.com. Boutique Air,
where you can fly private for the cost of commercial.
the best way to buy, sell, and experience land is with Jonathan Berryhill. For your farm, ranch, recreational, hunting, timber, and acreage needs, contact National Land Realty Professional Jonathan Berryhill at 256-874-7354 or email at jberryhill@nationalland.com. Be sure to follow Jonathan Berryhill with National Land Realty on Facebook. This is your land. Thompson Roofing and Construction is a locally owned family business serving the North Alabama and Southern Tennessee area. They are a Better Business Bureau A+ member since 2011 and a GAF Master Elite Contractor. Give them a call at 256-952-3309 or check them out on the web at 256roofing.com. They offer free inspections.
Thompson Roofing and Construction.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the legal services performed by other lawyers. Losing a loved one is hard, but losing a loved one and not having an estate plan is even harder. Attorney Harlan Mitchell witnessed what not having an estate plan can do to families and decided to use his experience to do something about it. I encourage you to go to BamaEstatePlanning.com or give Harlan Mitchell a call at 256-216-9884. Again, that website is BamaEstatePlanning.com. Let Harlan Mitchell help you with estate planning. Do it for those you love and do it today.
He's got a cold, nothing to worry about.
Just need a couple of stitches.
Your COVID rapid test is negative.
Oh boy, X-ray shows it's broken.
Trust Trinity Medical Care when you need urgent care or routine medical care. Walk-ins are welcome, or let Trinity help you virtually with telemedicine. Visit trinity-medicalcare.com for more information and follow them on Facebook. Trinity Medical Care, where your care comes first. Located on Governor's Drive and South Parkway.
Hey everybody, this is Paul Overstreet, and you are listening to The Mark White Show. Stay tuned because Mark is doing some things on his show that's helping his community and uplifting people, so you stay with him.
He drives into the city, works extra hard all day, finishes up early so he can get away. Blue-eyed kid on second base wants dad to watch him play. Daddy,
welcome back to the Mark White Show. This is a Thursday edition of the Mark White Show. We have headed up to the greater Charlotte, North Carolina area to talk to Tasha Gallahar with Compleat Kidz as we bring awareness to autism and we talk about applied behavior analysis, behavior therapy, which helps children with autism and other learning disorders to grow and thrive. The Compleat Kidz program reached out and wanted to talk about this subject, and they connected me with Tasha, and I'm glad that Tasha Gallahar can join me here on the Mark White Show today. Welcome back to the Mark White Show, Tasha.
Thank you.
As we talk about Compleat Kidz, you are based in North Carolina, and you offer your services to many families and caretakers in that area for young people who need this behavior therapy. It's very important that people realize that we're talking about teaching skills like speech and communication, focus and attention, social skills, and self-help skills. As mentioned on the website, the sooner you can start, the sooner the child gets the benefits of a learning plan tailored especially for them. And I think that's very important, that every child is different. Just like as we were talking about in the first segment, we all can learn throughout our lives. Every person, their learning level is different. Where they're coming from is completely different. The environment they come from and their starting point will be different. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how Compleat Kidz tailors these programs for the individual.
Let me just say this up front. One of the things that I think makes Compleat Kidz a little bit unique, and one of my absolute favorite things about it, is that beyond applied behavior analysis, ABA, We offer speech therapy, we offer OT, occupational therapy, and we offer physical therapy. So it is a very well-rounded program, and lots of people there to help support goals from every angle that parents point out to us that, are things that they want to work on with their little one. But yes, we do an in-depth assessment with all of our children, and we look at their strengths and their weaknesses, and we talk to parents about all the things their kids love. And so we make note of each of those things and work toward, we work with what they love to help them reach other goals that maybe are things that are a little bit more challenging. All of us, we want to communicate what we love, right? I love to play ball, or I love to go running. If our kids love to play a certain game, what's more motivating than telling your teacher, hey, let's go play on the swing? So those are the things that we use to teach different skills. We try to isolate what our kids love and use it to teach them many things.
And obviously, it's all about making a positive difference in the lives of these children and their family as they live with autism.
It is. We want our kids to be able to do everything. So if it's going to the playground, if it's, going with mom to the grocery store. So we really want to work toward just opening the world up and making all of those things a little easier. And accessible. Some of our little ones, like all little ones, they might not understand safety skills. So we can work on walking on the sidewalk, and we can work on just things that'll make Walmart a little bit easier. And those are the things that we really want to focus on.
As a board-certified behavior analyst at Compleat Kidz, you're not alone.
So all of our clinics have BCBAs who work inside of them. And we have RBTs who work inside of them. And our RBTs do a lot of that one-to-one work with their children. Our BCBAs help write these individualized learning plans. They help to develop goals for our children. And with ABA, what we often do is we break things down into little bitty parts, and then we start to learn and build them up back into whole big skills. And our BCBAs are wonderful at helping us do that. Our RBTs are wonderful teachers who teach one-to-one with their kiddos every day. They're excited. Like I was saying earlier, I get calls and messages saying someone spoke their first word, or someone went the whole day today without any potty accidents, and someone held a spoon for the first time. So at Compleat Kidz, we work primarily with younger children, 10 and under. So we get really excited with every little progress and every little step forward.
This may be venturing a little far off of what you do, but when we talk about financially, people being able to handle the cost, there is, of course, a cost to health care. Most insurances, from what I understand, will cover the Compleat Kidz program.
Yes. Insurances have recently really opened up and are starting to cover ABA. So I don't think parents should shy away because they're uncertain about the cost. We are happy, and we have a wonderful team that will help lead them and guide them through that process. I know specifically with ABA, there are lots of little steps. But if this is something that you feel will help your family, we absolutely have amazing people to help with every step of the process.
And if I go down the list of certain services that are offered, the therapists provide specialties including but not limited to augmentative and alternative communication, AAC, Beckman oral motor, feeding, swallowing therapy, gait training, LAMP words for life, manual facilitation techniques, neuro re-education, primitive reflex integration, PROMPT, sensory integration, serial casting, therapeutic listening, vital stem, and wheelchair evaluations. That is a lot of things to cover, but I know that the families who are taking these services right now are very appreciative of this.
Yes, we are, like I was saying earlier, we are very fortunate to have a very well-rounded team that goes well beyond ABA. We can help with, Compleat Kidz can help with many different types of challenges. So, yes, if someone is, some of those words are very big and very, we may not even know what all of them mean, but if someone is looking for help, please give us a call and we'll be happy to talk with them about how what we do can help with what they need.
Let's talk about the locations. We've got Apex, Concord, Gastonia, Hickory, Lincolnton, Mount Holly in North Carolina, and then also Rock Hill in South Carolina. These are the locations for Compleat Kidz.
They are the entire Charlotte area and greater Charlotte area, and one clinic in Rock Hill, South Carolina right now.
How can people follow and find out more information, Tasha?
So the easiest way to contact us is probably through our website, where there are different options offered for emailing. So our staff would be happy if anyone wants to give us a call. We are happy to explain any of the services and how a family would access those services.
Excellent. And what's the number for Compleat Kidz, Tasha?
Our Gastonia phone number, the number is 704-824-4999. And with that, a particular family can be directed to the location that they need.
And people can also go to the website to find out more information. That is CompleatKidz.com, and I'm going to spell it out for you, CompleatKidz.com. That's CompleatKidz.com. You can also follow Compleat Kidz on Facebook and Pinterest. Tasha Gallahar, it's been great to have you here on the Mark White Show today to talk about the Compleat Kidz program and your work as a certified behavior analyst.
Thanks for having me. It's been great.
Again, I want people to be encouraged by the program at Compleat Kidz. If you're not in North Carolina or South Carolina and Rock Hill, I still want you to look for an ABA program in your area. I want you to find the organizations, the foundations, the families who have stepped up to make a difference. As I mentioned, Marcus, I talked about Marcus Boyd and his autism activism. I want you to be able to find these people and connect with them and get the tools and the resources to help you in whatever situation you're in. So we certainly do appreciate Tasha Gallahar joining us here on the Mark White Show to talk about Compleat Kidz. You know, here on the Mark White Show, we recognize difference makers and we share their stories to encourage and inspire us all to make a difference. If this show is an encouragement to you, I want you to share it with your family, your friends, and your neighbors. Let them know about the Mark White Show and what we're trying to do to make a difference in our communities across the country and the world. Please follow the Mark White Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and also subscribe to the Mark White Show podcast via TuneIn Radio, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Audio Boom, SoundCloud, Blueberry, or on YouTube. You have been listening to a Thursday edition of the Mark White Show, and this is your host, Mark White, encouraging you to find your purpose by making a difference in someone's life today.
Live and love in my hometown. These are my kind of people.
Hello there, everybody. This is DJ Svoboda with the Imagine Friends of Imagiville, dedicated to spreading autism acceptance and autism inclusion, and you're listening to The Mark White Show.
Hi, everybody. This is DJ Thomas. You know, raindrops may be falling on your head, but on Kyla's corner, she's living life sunny side up.
Nothing seems to fit. You are my sunshine, my only.
This is Kyla Carter of Kyla's Corner. You can hear my segment every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time and 11 a.m. Eastern Time on The Mark White Show. Remember to tune in every Saturday and always live life sunny side up.
Please don't take my sunshine away.
Is it time for a haircut? Go see my friends Philip Butler and B.H. Parker at Southwind Barbershop, located at 1637 Lee Street in Rogersville, Alabama. Give them a call at 256-247-5658. That's 256-247-5658.
If you like hickory smoked ribs that fall apart at the slightest pull, or barbecue shoulders that are so slow smoked each tender bite melts in your mouth, then you are going to love Baby Jack's Barbecue. Baby Jack's Barbecue in Bartlett and Arlington. Try the barbecue chicken, beef brisket sandwich, barbecue potato, it is huge, or the Baby Jack Trio, pork, turkey, or beef brisket sliders. You like wet ribs? They like dry ribs. Get one slab that has them both. Catering? Baby Jack's can feed a family or an army. Drive in, drive through, order online, or come in and set a minute. Baby Jack's Barbecue in Bartlett at Highway 70 in Appling, or in Arlington at Highway 70 just a block west of 385.
Hello, my name is Christian Martinez. I'm a rising senior at Athens Bible School. My school is great because of the wonderful environment in which students can grow and flourish. We have great academics that include the University Preparatory Diploma and dual enrollment courses that lead to an associate's degree before high school graduation. All my teachers and the school's employees are Christians who are devoted to the welfare of students. We have an excellent student body, competitive sports program, and study the Bible first thing every day. It's a great place. Please consider joining us at ABS next year, or give that special child in your life the great opportunity I have.
Mr. Cecil Batchelor is the one that started this business as Dependable Service Center. And even though now it's Green's Dependable Hardware and we're a True Value store, our tagline is still Your Dependable Service Center. We've tried to keep that alive for all these years. Mr. Batchelor really started a good business. We're really excited to be carrying on a long-standing tradition. It's the oldest retail store in the city of Russellville. We're Green's Dependable Hardware, 15220A, Highway 43 in Russellville, Alabama. We're right behind McDonald's or right across the street from the hospital. Number is 256-331-0123.
The Dependable Service Center.
Oh, won't you hear me, people, when I say, well, let's all do something good today.